Hi, this is Mark. I'm excited to take this moment to unpack my heart to you concerning our current Speed the Light project. We're currently engaged in a project to raise $50,000 to purchase 500 Kindles for India. These Kindles will have 57 Bible college books on them. They will train pastors to plant churches in their communities. Many of the remote areas of India, folks can't afford to leave that community to go to Bible college and be trained. However, we can go to them and train them, and they can plant in their community a church. And so I've invited Dr. David Grant to join me. He and his wife started Project Rescue in India, and he's going to share his heart for India and how this project's going to impact the part of the world that he spent most of his life in ministry. I recorded a Skype conversation with he and I, and so we're going to go to that at this time for him to share his heart. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine, David Grant, who he and his wife oversee Project Rescue. They've been in India for 44 years. David, would you share with us briefly the huge need in India?
44 years ago, as a young 22-year-old evangelist, I went to India and fell in love with India. 36 years ago, I married Beth, and she joined me in India a week after our marriage. We have a country in India of 1,200,000,000 people that desperately needs churches and pastors. Amen. And this Kindle represents a ministerial training program where we can train 25,000 house church pastors and plant 25,000 house churches. How critical is this? One is because of the huge population of India. Two, specialty situations such as Project Rescue. We have 1 million little girls who've been trafficked into sexual slavery in India. We want to plant a church in every red light district in India. We want to rescue these girls and give them a place, a pastor, a church, a place at the doorway to hell, so it'll be a doorway to heaven. We want to rescue, redeem, and restore an entire generation. India today is a violent place for girls. 1 million little girls are aborted every year. 1 million little girls are suffocated at birth. 1 million little girls a year or this year have been sold into sexual slavery. Wow. This is a world of violence. And we want to bring the message of Jesus Christ, the transforming, redeeming message. And that's what this Kindle can do. This Kindle for what, you know, that has so much ministerial training material on this Kindle can help us plant a church, train a pastor. What can be done with just a small amount of money can make an entire impact on millions of people. Mark, how excited we are about this Kindle project.
And so these Kindles that David's talking about will help us plant churches in rural communities in India and make an impact across that great nation. Tell me about the Kindle. What's on the Kindle? How does this work?
57 books of ministry training materials will be on the Kindle, plus other things.
Right.
But it is literally like a Bible college on tape.
Wow.
And it is an opportunity for full-time students, full-time workers to be able to receive training to become a house church pastor within this one Kindle. Less than $100 makes a huge difference. And the students of the Assemblies of God in Alaska, to have them to impact the world and impact India. And of course, our prayers is that God will speak to their heart, and many of them will become missionaries.
Amen.
Many of them will become missionaries all over the world.
That's right.
Because this Kindle, with its investment in the training of house church pastors, the training and the planting of churches, less than $100 makes a huge difference in India. It makes a difference for a generation of young women, a generation of young men. It's a place to rescue, restore, and redeem an entire culture. And that's what we want to do.
I don't think there's a way you can hear from David's heart and not see the passion that he has in his heart to see a generation changed and the nation of India transformed. This week at camp, an opportunity to give to Speed the Light. In fact, we're going to give you each, if you'd like one, a Kindle box. This is a box that is about the size of what a Kindle would fit in, and it's a box that says that it says India's Kindle Project Speed the Light, 57 books on one tablet. You can train a pastor, you can plant a church. Here's what we want to challenge you to do. We're going to receive a Speed the Light offering today that will go toward this project. we're also going to encourage each and every one of you between now and youth conference to dream with us to save $100 in this box as a symbol on your next to your bed, on your nightstand, or on your dresser drawer, or maybe I don't know where you'll put it, but it's somewhere you'll think of India, you'll pray for India, and you'll plan on giving $100. Try to between now and youth conference for our special project for Speed the Light. There's several ways you can give, and one of the ways is you can receive or ask for a Speed the Light offering envelope, and on the Speed the Light offering envelope, you can give with cash or check, or you can actually do online giving. There's recurring giving here. I'm also going to show you here briefly on our website some cool ways that we have set up to enable and allow students to give creatively. The first thing you'll do is you'll go to our website, which is www.akyouth.org. And when you get to the home page, you'll notice there's a place here. There's all the different activities that are going on. But down here it says Give Now. For Speed the Light. I call it 907 Team Alaska. If you click on that, there's several ways you can give. You can go here and you can set up and you'd like to give Speed the Light $5 each month, or a Speed the Light gift of $10 a month, or $20 a month, or $25. You can sign that up with your debit card or credit card, and every month it'll come out. You might just say, my goal is to give a Kindle. So you click on this, and up comes the form where you can say, I want to give one Kindle, 2 Kindles, 3. Set a goal, and once you set that, you just click on whatever and literally enter your information. Or another thing you might want to do is say, this year I want to give a latte. Maybe you do $5 a week on a latte. So you say, something, I want to pledge 1 latte a month, 2 lattes a month, 3 lattes a month, and we'll make sure your church gets credited for the Speed of Light giving. That's just another simple way of doing it. Maybe you're here, you're a college student or an adult, and you say, I've made a car payment for years, my car's almost paid off. I'm going to, for Speed of Light, I'm going to make a 13th payment. And you can make a 13th payment. 12 have gone to the bank, but the 13th goes to God, and whatever your current car payment is, you'd try to make that payment for Speed of Light this year, to try to purchase a vehicle, or in this case, go toward the Kindle project. Or you'd say, I want to give a tank of gas. That's something I want to commit to this year. And so you can fill a scooter, you can fill an economy car, you can fill a truck, you can fill an SUV, and you can just decide on that. Those are some simple ways that you can give to Speed the Light from our website. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to me unpack my heart, and listen to David Grant unpack his heart for India, the Kindle project. Again, I wanted to make you aware of the opportunities and how and ways you can give at camp, ways you can give after camp. We're going to, at this time, give you a moment to think and pray about what you feel like in your heart you're called to give to Speed the Light. Speed the Light is very simple. Speed the Light provides the creative communication and the essential transportation needs for our missionaries. You've heard me say it often. If we do what we can do, our missionaries can do what we can't do. If we give, they can go. If we do our part, they can do their part. Not all of us can go, but all of us can give. I want to encourage you to think of it this way. It's not equal giving we're talking about here. It's equal sacrifice. I want to encourage you to think and pray and say, God, what is it that I can do to send a missionary around the world? And in this case, Lord, will you help me? What can I do today to purchase a Kindle, or go toward purchasing a Kindle? What can I do the next several months to do and fulfill what you've called me to do for missions, Lord?